Three, two.
Hello and welcome to another edition of African Stars Club Legends. In today's edition, we will be talking to one of the club's stalwarts, a man who has laid the foundation for African Stars success over a number of years. He oversaw probably 3 generations of African Stars. He was the first coach who propelled African Stars to victory in the Davis Furniture Cup final in 1975. He's none other than Mr. Othniel Kauna Kela Kauta. Kela, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for your invitation. I'm happy that you still think about me, and we have a long way to go.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your football journey as a coach, because during your time, if my memory served me right, there were not many coaches. A lot of clubs did not have coaches, apart from probably from Debra, who had Willem Hans's coach. But how did you become a coach?
It was very simple. In my school days, I was playing rugby, and from there, I started matching the two systems, because rugby is going backwards. Your ball is going backwards. In soccer, your ball is going forward. And by virtue of that, we start working on a system to move the ball forward. The basic of the whole thing was to keep the ball, to go accurate passing, and to run in spaces. That was our goal, and that's what we have built. We built our team to run, to defend as our team, whole team, and to attack as a whole team.
I remember very well, you ushered the golden generation into African Star system. You organized trials there. I was also part of the trials, although I think I didn't make it. How difficult was it, the challenges to phase out the old guard, bringing in youngsters?
Very, very difficult, because I know then, because the first young generation was Smondi Kamaike, is the youngest player which ever played for African Stars at that age. And then the old generation like Mike Park and all these type of things, they were not happy because they were losing positions.
Yes.
And you know what is position to nowadays for people. Huh? And we said that you're becoming old, you come slowly, very slow. As you age, you become slow. Your reaction is also slow. And then we bring in young people in. And that's why we brought in, the first one was
Smondi, followed by Kaika.
Followed by Kaika, followed by Bush. And well, it was not rosy, because this Bush and Smondi, and which was the other guy, but together, they've been having, they were the naughty team.
And Kaubani, I think so.
Kaubani. Yeah. They were always calling themselves the Country Five. And Country Five, if you hear the word Country Five, you must know it's people who are overstepping the line. It's not to say that they were not, we have to discipline them. And it was very difficult. As young people, we came in and they have their own outside activities. They were more interested in enjoying life except outside soccer, and we were forced them to be rigid with soccer. It was a very tough decisions, and we have to talk to them and look for a way how to maneuver and to use them effectively for the team. And they have succeeded in that.
During that time, a lot of emphasis was always more on dribbling and shooting. But you introduced a certain style of kind of European football. How did you manage? Where did you learn all these tricks?
Now I've learned that from one friend of mine in Cape Town. You know that English player, it was Alan Ball. He wrote a book about coaching, how to maintain the ball, how to attack, and how to be aggressive. The important thing is, in soccer, you must be aggressive. Even when you win the ball, you must attack with the ball. But nowadays, I see these youngsters, they stand still and want to get a pass or whatever. They're not moving. And this is one of the important ingredients in soccer. If you have the ball, you must move. And you must move fast to create spaces for the others.
Now, how did the young players, react to your philosophy?
No, they were really, they work together. We work together, we train, and then after training, sometimes we go out on the drawing board, we put them in positions, we say, you are here. So now, if someone is attacking you, what is your, how will you react? And by virtue of that, they start understanding, because we were the one who start using our halfbacks, right and left, as attackers. And once we do that, when we attack from, say, George is attacking, our left back is moving inside. So our right out or left out is moving backwards. So he creates a space there on the other side, other hand. And that space is what we needed. Because when you come with that side with the ball, all attention will be raised to that side. And the open space will be created on the top side. So that's how we learn and we practice it. And I don't see nowadays that people are practicing shooting practice. They are not doing these 1-2s. You have to train these things. You have to train, because we train, let's say we take 4 backs and we take 5 attackers. We demarcate the area. So the attackers must beat these 4 full backs. And only with 1 touch. You are not supposed to hold the ball. Only 1 touch. Once you have the ball, which passed to you, you must pass it over. Only 1 touch, not 2 touch. Because 2 touch, it will give you time. 1 touch, you must think faster. And the fullback is also trying to get to block you. So you must think very fast. And 1 touch was the best method to instill in them. And they have succeeded in that.
Was there any specific player whom you built your team around with?
Yes, especially with Kaveh Metusala. He was a midfielder. And Kaika Kudeko, Justus Kudeko. That was our main midfielders. Kaika was good, was strong, he can dribble, and he can move forward. And the other one was very good in defending. Once Kaika is moving forward, he was also closing the space behind. But not far away from Kaika, because they must communicate. If you lose the ball, Kaika will know which side they must move, and Metusalem will know where to start the ball. But that time when people were really enjoying football, and it's not nowadays when you people lose a game, you start laughing and thinking it's not the end of the world. For us to lose a game, it was like the end of the world. We have to fight for it. And one thing which I appreciate from those players, we never lose twice to the same team. Never. African Stars never lose a game twice to the same team. You beat us today, next time we either play a draw or we will beat you. It was just like that, and they were happy with it. Because if we lose a game, we go back, analyze the game, say, where have we gone wrong? Which one made the mistake? And how are we going to rectify that mistake? This was typical like this, and it works very 100%. And the cooperation with the team is not me. Carlos is now attacking me, but it was a team effort. All of us, the players, the executives, everyone was involved. And we have to work hard for that. Even our wives was also involved, providing food. It's not like now you people going to hotel. Huh? We have to get deep in our pocket to let these people eat food. nicely and camping and all these type of things. It was money out of our own pockets, but we were enjoying it because we see the success what we have been achieving.
Now take us a little bit back to the big days. The final, the historic final, Davis Cup, Finishers Cup final against Black Africa. Going into that match, to be quite honest, I think Black Africa was strong. They were the favorites. But you must have come with a great game plan. You move Bush to the right back. He was normally a right winger. You have to shuffle a little bit and improvise. So what was the game plan and how was the motivation during the week? I mean, building up to the tournament.
The motivation was 100% perfect. You know what Black Africa was doing? They only was using two players. Is it Pele?
Pius Ekop.
Pius Ekop. And that traveling wizard, which we was calling him Rapalex. Kandukura Mani.
Which one is it?
They
They had Stouter, they had Hasim Ingeri, they had Mike Hans, they had Five Ogopep.
No, that with it. Migeri was more in defense. There were another guy, a young guy, which was dribbling the guys. And we analyzed the game plan, which was very simple, because they built the things on the strongness and speed. So instead of using, that's why we take Bush from right out to right back. He have the speed, he have the good ball control, and he can dribble. So we start beating them from behind. And Bush was going forward.
So we're building your attacks from the back.
From behind. And Bush was going with the ball forward. And in front, we have Kamusarandu, a speedy.
It was not the
No,
in general.
No, then as
Kahumbu and Sep and Ben Kawayao and Kashimune.
In Kashimune. These guys were very speedy. So once they move, and Bush is coming with the ball, so the back was supposed to try to cover them. And obviously what they didn't realize is that the forward never came back to help the back defense. So Bush was the one, it's an overlap, it's more on attack, and the fullback were forced to cover our strikers. So they opened up space like that. It was very simple. And we stick to that. I'm talking about not the Black Africa of today. I'm talking about the Black Africa of yesterday. It was a very good team. It was a very good team. It was composed, and they know how they want to play.
So what did that victory mean for African Stars? And shall we say that was a turning point? Because after that victory, African Stars became unbelievably strong team, beating teams left, right, and center.
Yes, because we built from there our strategy, and we built in such a model that it benefit all our players. Whether you're a goalkeeper, whether you're right back or whatever, you have to play as a team. You have to defend as a team. And by that the Davis Cup, that was how we mold them. And from there we just built and improve. And it was good. It was good days, I'm telling you. We were enjoying going to soccer with the belief that we're going to beat the team. We never doubt ourselves about going to beat another team. The only team which had given us was Debra, because he was coached by Hans.
They had a lot of good players.
And they also start poaching players from them.
I remember Ben Kawayao.
Yeah, we poached
Oscar Mengo.
We started poaching from them.
Albert Chiero, Karumbu.
All those players, we took them from there. And on the other hand, we start scouting around. The African Stars is one of the team which have gone beyond racial
ethnic lines.
We destroy those things, because For us, if you're good, you can come and play. We didn't say you are what. Nowadays, I hear nice Herero team is what. But if you look on the setup of the whole,
history,
no, even the setup nowadays, how many players has not Nanchuan Herero speaking? But people start referring Herero
It's a misplaced perception. Now, Kela, you were part and parcel of the team during the integration of mixed race football. And at the beginning, I think you had a little bit of challenges when playing against the white team, especially the interpretation of the offside rule. I remember the first match
Yeah.
against Ramblers
Yes.
at the showgrounds. Can you let me talk a little bit about?
Yeah, but you know the offset rule. It was very new to us. We had to learn also from the offset rule, and we didn't pay too much attention to that because we were thinking we got fast players, they can overrun these players, and the Ramblers team was very clever. They were pushing up higher, so they were outcutting us only on the half line. So the tactic work. You can see if you look at what is it, Sparta,
Sparta United, yes.
on Wolfish Bay. He was beating all the black teams.
I remember that game.
All the teams were beaten, and only us were only the other
You
team.
beat them 5-3, I remember that match.
And then they asked us to come down to them to the coast and have a friendly game. I said no. I know these guys, just relax. Tell them we can hang on for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I will be ready. And we train very good. Only the one which had disappointment was Kapushi because he didn't play there.
He didn't play. Dog was playing on the right wing, Kamsaran on the left wing.
Yeah. And then what actually happened, Kapushi, we go from here, from the camping, we go to Wolfish Bay. We go and drink, take his liquid, so I just take him out. And those whites, they were so sure that they're going to beat us because we were only team unbeaten by them.
I remember very well.
And the offside trap, what you have been saying, they also start getting us with that offside trap. I say, no, don't worry. You speedy line, just come back, be in our own half. We put the ball in the open space. So no one is going to catch Kamuthirando there. And then we start getting the goals. So it's the first black team to beat white team. And they told Namibia, they beat Chief Sandos, they beat Black Africa, they beat
Blue Waters, they beat all the teams.
all the teams. We are
With
the only one.
high scores, yeah.
With us score 5-2. 5-2 or 3.
It was 5-3.
5-3.
Yeah.
Because that's what I said, we realized the offset trap. So, and then we just counter it. And the fullbacks were not so fast like our forwards. And we learned, for every game for us, it was a learning curve. You learn every day, you learn your own mistakes, you learn the strongness of the other teams, and you learn how to manipulate them.
You seem to have a very good eye for talent. You scouted Dodo, the Congolese refugee, Americo, and Sega, and then there was Willie Rida. These players brought a new dimension to the game. How did you integrate them into the team?
No, Dodo is a natural good player. And you know what? I was one day in Rundu. It was, Rundu Chiefs or what? Chikerete was the thing.
He was playing for Kuka Tops, I think.
Maybe Kuka Tops, I won't remember the name. But I think Chikerete was the guy, was also was a member of the team. And when we checked the players, I say, oh, this one, we need him. Seka was not so good.
He was a good dribbler, yeah.
Yeah, was good dribbler.
But it's too light.
Americo, he was just an ordinary
Average,
player.
very average, yeah.
But we didn't want to break the bond. So to take Dodo alone, then you leave the two behind. We have to take all three of them. We sleep at Mororani gate. Cigarette wait till we could get the players, and he stopped us at the Mororani gate.
You actually stole the players.
Yeah, we stole the players from them. Yeah, they were refugees, so we offered them. They were staying with me, all three of them. So when we came at Mororani, Cigarette is the one I think was telling the police there that we are stealing the players, refugees. But luckily, me and Asa have worked. We have the permission to take the guys for soccer, then to rehabilitate them as they are coming from war and everything. But we had to sleep overnight there. The next day, and we continue. When they check our papers and everything, then they release us. So it's not smooth feeling every time. Hardship was also there.
Now, will you read up? When he came in as a centre back, they changed the style of play, started building from the back. What type of player was he, and how did he influence the other players when he started playing for African Stars? One could see a lot of change there.
Yeah, Willie is a natural leader. If you look on our previous games, we never shout in the field. Go there, they go back, rush, go in. He came from Atlanta Chiefs.
Atlanta Chiefs, yeah, from Khomasdal, yeah.
From Khomasdal. I checked the guy, I said, no, this is a centre back, what we need. He's talkative, he's talk. Geiger was a good leader, but it's those that wanted to do everything himself. And with Reda, he started showing, go there.
Organizing,
he started organizing his backs, which was very good. And he was a good player at the end of the day. It's not those boo players who just kick forward or whatever. He was keeping the ball.
Also very good in the air as well.
Everything. And once he had the ball, he was checking the players in front of him. Which one is moving in the space, which one is very close to him to get a second pass, so that he can come and collect again. You see, that's how and he was an intelligent player. No, we tried, but the whole thing is that to be successful, you must be aggressive, you must believe in yourself. If you don't have that belief, I don't think you're going to make it.
Who were your best players? If you mean you have been, you coached, mentored a lot of players. Are there any specific players that you will single out as really exceptional?
Exceptional was Ben Kawaya, Bush. Betwell was
a goal scorer.
A goal scorer. He can finish.
Yeah.
Once he beat the fullback, it's a goal. No hassle. And he was
and its speed as well.
It was very quick. And the thing, it's very difficult to distinguish the player because they were multi as a team, and each individual have done his best. But it was good. At that time of us was very good. We really enjoyed soccer at that time. All the teams were, the competition was very high. Whether you played against Orlando, or even against them. Carlos was, he was playing for African Stars. Now he go to Hungry Lions, and then they start fighting against us. But you know why they have gone to start Hungry Lions? Most of the players was African Stars players. And the problem was we have 2 first division teams in one. So they couldn't play. So instead of them trying to beat the others, they say, now let's start our own team, then we can play on our own. That's why he move out, Kanjambi move out, a lot of them. Most of the players who didn't have a regular playing time.
What would you say, what was your biggest achievements? African Stars, obviously you enjoyed a lot of success, but is there any particular achievement that you can probably single out?
but it's very difficult because we enjoyed our time. Achievement was because if you look backwards, all the first cups or tournaments, new tournaments in history, you can go backwards. The first, even any cup, new cup which came, David's, Mainstay, whatever, is been taken by African Stars.
How was the feeling like winning a double during the first year of mixed race football in 1977 when African Stars won the Mainstay Cup and then won the league title, which was a national league at the time, played against teams like Sparta and the teams from the north. I mean, the Whites were really advanced in terms of...
Yeah, no, they were organizing.
You played against Ramblers in both the league final and the Mainstay Cup final.
No, we were very happy. Really, we cannot describe it. It's a big achievement coming from the township and be the established clubs and all those type of things. Because Ramblers was always telling us, yeah, in Escalier, we can play good, but we don't have a field and whatever, we don't have facilities. So I said, well, you have the facilities, but we're going to beat you with your facility. And you know, that belief in ourselves was very, very good.
Now football has evolved as comparing to the old days. And I'm sure that you now and then you watch the old game as well. What will you say, what is the difference in terms of talent or maybe the style of play, what you have noticed?
Now, what I've noticed, the people are not hungry. They're not hungry. Our players are not hungry. They're getting a lot of money, but they're not hungry. You know, it's very difficult to motivate a player which is not interested. It's just, you know, it's end of the month, I'm getting my salary. It's like work. If you work and you're only interested in your money. So you don't want to achieve anything in life. Well, you achieve it. If you don't achieve it, it's you, it's all right. And I think this is what I think the soccer standard have dropped now. To be fair with you people.
I fully agree with you.
The soccer standard have dropped now while we have more opportunities.
Now, the current crop of players, African Stars, I'm sure you watch African Stars, which one do you think will have made it to the African Stars under your mentorship? Is there any player that would have made even the bench? I doubt.
I don't see them. I don't see them. You know, they were talking, my son was talking about Awilo. And I'm watching 2-3 games and I said, maybe he's on his downhill now. And Sticker was good. You can see he got the experience. He got.
How would you compare him in that midfield of Kaika, Kiri, all those guys? I mean,
Sticker is a new generation. He was good before he go to South Africa. From South Africa, but you must also take in consideration his age. He's very slow now. If you look nicely, his movement is slow, his reaction is slow, everything what he's doing is slow. And if you watch him nicely nowadays and his previous games, we were only aggressive going forward. Now he's more intent playing backwards.
Or sideways.
Because that is, for him, if he go forward and he lose the ball, he won't recover fast. That's why he understand the game, so he play safe side. Either backwards, and he's in the front, so the ball is behind him, so the fullback can come the other side and he will be behind the ball. That is what I have observed from him. Overall, I don't think it's who's there, what you can. And we don't have shooters, target shooters, or forward. You can watch all our games. We never shoot a ball
or score goals from outside the box.
I don't worry about score. for us to shoot on target. So that is the work of the keeper. It's not ours. But either it's sideways, higher, or it's a thin ball to the keeper, whatever. So we don't have people, really strikers who can shoot like Eindhoven. We don't have that strikers.
Now, 30 years after independence, our football is still amateur. Where do you want to see football in the next few years, especially African stars? Where do you want to see them become fully professional? Or what will you?
Yes, this is what we have done. This is what I also talk to my son and telling them, nowadays, all the teams here on top, they don't have a vision for the future. All the teams. And you people must not be caught in that conundrum. You must think forward that even if you retire, the team will, from there, must go forward. And the game is, the goal is professional. We wanted to start at it, but with this politics and everything, it didn't work out. We are still in the old mold. And FIFA rules is just the opposite, because I was asking Patrick now, I watched this game with Shula Shula, the soccer field. On that field, you cannot play carpet football. Forget about it. You cannot play carpet football. It's bumpy. The one even in the newspaper cup in Utokobaba's Legare Stadium. How can you play football on that field? Either you must just take the whole grass away, level it, and
The field is uneven.
It's uneven. You can see the hops. Even when you pass a ball on the ground, you can see it's running like this. How do you expect player to control that ball? And this is what I was asking Patrick. You people say CAF got some stadiums which they approve and others not approve. But you play your league game in such a field to qualify for CAF. It's very difficult. And our government is not interested in it. They're not pumping money in fields, soccer. Just take an argument, for an argument's sake, take Nestor Tobias Boxing Academy. How much money is MTC pumping in them? This is for individual player boxes. But the academy is getting so much money. So that's why they are flourishing.
Producing world champions.
They will produce. You know what? Actually, nowadays, money is the one who's pushing you forward. Without money, you can have good ideas. You won't succeed.
Thank you very much. So with that, we have come to the end of another edition of African Stars Club Legends. So from all of us here, it's cheers.
Touch up.